Welcome back, our fans. Persian civilization. The Persians conquered Palestine in the 6th century BC, establishing a large empire that stretched from Egypt to India. The Persian civilization, also known as the Achaemenid Empire, emerged in the 6th century BC under the leadership of Cyrus the Great. The Persians were of Iranian origin and established one of the largest and most powerful empires of the ancient world. In their conquests, the Persians expanded their empire across a vast territory, which included modern-day Iran, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, Lebanon, Israel, and parts of Turkey, Jordan, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. This empire was the first to unify a significant portion of the Middle East and facilitate cultural exchange between various regions. The Persian conquest of Palestine occurred in 539 BC when the Achaemenid forces, led by Cyrus the Great, defeated the Neo-Babylonian Empire, which controlled the region at that time. Cyrus implemented a policy of respecting the customs, traditions, and religions of the conquered territories, including Palestine. This toleration allowed different ethnic and religious groups to coexist peacefully under Persian rule. Under Persian rule, Palestine experienced a period of stability and relative autonomy. The Jewish people were among the communities that were allowed to return to their homeland and rebuild Jerusalem, as their Babylonian captors had previously exiled them. Cyrus's policy of allowing subject peoples to practice their own religions and maintain their cultural identities enabled the Jews to rebuild their temple and worship freely, which had a significant impact on Jewish history. In addition to religious tolerance, the Persians implemented efficient systems of governance, infrastructure development, and trade networks, which stimulated economic growth in Palestine. This prosperous period contributed to the rise of influential Jewish leaders, such as Ezra and Nehemiah, who played key roles in shaping the Jewish identity and religious practices. However, the Persian Empire eventually faced various challenges, including political instability, revolts in different regions, and military conflicts with other empires like Greece. Ultimately, the empire declined and was eventually conquered by Alexander the Great in 330 BC. Despite its eventual downfall, the Persian civilization left a lasting impact on the territories it controlled, including Palestine. Its religious tolerance, urban planning, bureaucratic administration, and diplomatic systems shaped the region's history and culture for centuries to come. Arab civilization. The Arabs ruled Palestine in the 7th century AD and ruled it for 1,400 years. Civilization of the Crusaders. The Crusaders conquered Palestine in the 11th century, ruling it for 100 years. Mamluk civilization. The Mamluks ruled Palestine for 300 years, from the 13th to the 16th centuries. Ottoman civilization. The Ottomans ruled Palestine for 400 years, from the 16th to the 20th centuries. The Ottoman Empire, also known as the Turkish Empire, was a powerful and influential state that existed from the 13th century to the early 20th century. During its peak, the empire extended its rule over vast territories in Europe, Asia, and Africa, including Palestine. The Ottomans conquered Palestine in the 16th century, specifically in 1516, when they defeated the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt and Syria. The region was then incorporated into the administrative system of the empire and became an important province known as Isle of Damascus. The Ottomans had a centralized bureaucratic governing system, and Palestine was under the authority of local governors appointed by the Ottoman Sultan in Istanbul. Under Ottoman rule, Palestine experienced both stability and periods of turmoil. The empire brought relative peace and security to the region, maintaining order and protecting the local population. They improved and expanded the infrastructure, such as roads, bridges, and trade routes, which facilitated economic growth and cultural exchange. The Ottomans also implemented an agrarian system called the Miri, which established state-owned land in Palestine. This system aimed to collect taxes from peasants who tilled the land and provided a steady income for the empire. However, it also led to the exploitation of peasants by local landlords and resulted in periodic peasant revolts. The Ottomans respected the religious and cultural diversity of Palestine, allowing various religious communities, including Muslims, Christians, and Jews, to coexist. They maintained the holy sites of Islam, such as the Dome of the Rock and Masjid al-Aqsa, in Jerusalem, and ensured their protection. Consequently, many religious scholars and seekers from across the Muslim world flocked to Palestine, enriching its intellectual and cultural life. However, the decline of the Ottoman Empire led to various challenges in Palestine. In the late 19th century, European powers began to exert their influence in the region, leading to rising tensions among different communities. The Zionist movement, which aimed to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine, gained momentum during this period. The British also played a significant role in shaping the region's future through the Balfour Declaration and the subsequent British Mandate. Overall, the Ottoman rule in Palestine lasted for. Islam entered Palestine in the 7th century, and Palestine soon became the center of Islamic civilization. Science, arts, and literature flourished in Palestine in the Islamic era, and Jerusalem became the capital of the Islamic Caliphate. In the 20th century, Palestine became the scene of the Arab-Israeli conflict. These conflicts led to the division of Palestine into two states, Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip. Today, Palestine is a disputed territory between Israel and the Palestinian people. The Palestinians seek to establish an independent Palestinian state, while Israel seeks to maintain control over all Palestinian territories. Here is a list of some of the most important historical places in Palestine. Al-Quds City, it is the holy city for Jews, Christians, and Muslims. Jerusalem contains many important historical sites, including the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and the Dome of the Rock. El-Khalil City, it is a city holy to Jews, Christians, and Muslims. Hebron contains many important historical sites, including the Cave of the Sponsor and the Church of the Nativity. Thanks for watching. Support us by likes and subscribes.